We've got some stuff here from Amazon, and what I will do is kind of update the links here real quick so that I can get you guys up. I can get you the links that I will be looking at here, and boom, boom, boom. They kind of don't really make it easy here, so we'll just do that, and then we'll go here, and we'll go here. Boom. And boom. These are still some of the Godox stuff. So 4K microscope, we'll put that right there. And I'll just leave it there for now. And so, hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I wanted to do a little dual live stream, but I've been having some issues with my streaming setup, so I do want to make sure everything's coming in loud and clear. I think I've got it set up, but what I can do, let's hear the audio, Greg. How's it sound? Okay, sounds pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to change the thumbnail real quick. Yeah, for some reason, it always gives me a lot of trouble. Okay, boom. So I guess I will have to boom. I go here to my content, I go to live, and for some reason it doesn't show visibility, public, private, unlisted. Okay, boom. Nope. That's weird. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can edit it here. Live streaming, edit, and we'll go boom, boom. See if we can change that thumbnail. 2 megabytes of course. Yeah, it's kind of resize, yeah. It's going to be a little bit screwed up, but that's all right. No, it's not. Resize image. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Oh, it's because it's a PNG. Let's save it as a JPEG. And then that'll be better. So, yeah. Okay, that'll be a little better. At least that's better than you know, what I had there. And what I'm gonna do is put the live stream over here so I can see the chat. So, just in case, I gotta see any chats, that'll be good. Okay, so if you don't know what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go through some of these products on Amazon. I've been having some issues with my streaming setup, so what I did was I put the microphone above me, and I've got some different sound settings that I'm testing out, so kind of bear with me a little bit, please. I'm going to get it all figured out. I have all these coins here, and I'm trying to get caught up on a lot of debt, and I get caught up with bills. I got my website launched for my photo and video, and at the same time, I've pretty much been working like nonstop at my job. So the surgery is healing, and I should be getting my crown over this implant. I had to have an implant here, so that's why I have this lisp. So we'll get that out of the way. So what I'm going to do is give a short explainer. I've been collecting coins since I was a kid, and basically I bought a couple Amazon products, and the first one I bought I didn't really like, So now I've got some other assorted stuff, and I'm going to go through a couple packages of coins quick. But I've got one here with a silver dime that I got from Amazon, as well as this Cherrypickers guide. So I thought it would be pretty cool if we could go through this together. But what I'm going to do is actually go live on Amazon as well. So let's see. Okay. And I will try to, 1 second. I'm gonna drink a water. Okay guys, so we're going to be able to go live, and we're going to go through a couple of these Amazon products, and it does help support me. So if you are curious, you can check it out on Amazon, and I put one link in the description there, but you can check out my Amazon page. You can find any of the products that I'm talking about. If this interests you, that's great. I'm probably not going to cover a lot of my coin stuff on this channel, but I figured this is a piece of tech, so why not come by, see all of you guys. It's been a little while, and I'm also going to stream to Amazon, so I'm going to get that started right now. All right. That. Okay, let's give that a try. Hello, Camilla. Come here. Come say hi to everyone. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Okay, come here, baby. Yeah. Oh, hey. You all right? Yeah. Come on. Okay, we're getting ready to go live. We're going live, and I will answer any questions you have at all. Let me know. So, what's up, guys? Greg with PizzlesTechTime, back again with another live stream. And you probably can't see all of it, but I've got quite a mess going on my desk here. I've got a whole bunch of coins here. I've got some silver Kennedys. This is an uncirculated 1964 silver Kennedy. And coins have interested me for a long time, but I haven't really broken into the collection that I had from like World War II era when I was a kid. But I decided to break into it to kind of see. I was curious really if I had anything that might be worth money. So I thought it would be cool to take a look at them. So I started down this rabbit hole. They have so many different products on Amazon. So I was able to get this first microscope right here. And it's really fairly priced. So it's really easy to get started with something like this. I'm going to get into not too much about this one right here. This is the Ekiliv. This is supposed to be a 1080p microscope, and it is a USB microscope. So what you can do right there is you can put an SD card in there, and you can also plug in a USB-C. And it does have battery power, so as you can see, it's not plugged in. You can turn it on, and it has a little light right here, and then it has this little piece right here. And it comes with this little small base, and basically you're able to look at your coins, and you're able to manually focus, and it works pretty well. Let me see if I can get you a shot of that. It works pretty well, I would say. For the price, it's pretty amazing. I'm not going to lie. One thing I would say is if you really want to get close to the coin, this is good for seeing the screen. But my issue that I ran into with this actual microscope, hold on, I got to close that. the issue that I actually ran into this particular microscope was the fact that the resolution is just too low. So what ends up happening is you end up taking a photo or a video, and what you'll notice is that the screen, it just really doesn't look that great. So I'll be able to show you actually in real time what these videos actually look like here. So this is what this microscope looks like, and boom, this is very grainy, yeah, very grainy. And for the price, I mean, you really can't complain, like I said, but it's just a little bit too grainy for me. Let me see if I can pause it there so you can actually see. So, you know, it's not horrible, you know, but when you take photos and videos, it really, you know, it didn't look great to me. And I'm a photo and video guy, so, you know, when I see this and it looks grainy and pixelated, I don't really love that. I don't really love the way it looks. I wasn't really enjoying the photos and video for this. And so what I would say is, if you're going to get a microscope like this, the most useful part about this microscope is going to be viewing it on the screen. But you got to keep in mind that the screen is very small, number one. And number two, you're not really getting that much magnification there. So what I went ahead and decided, because I've been going through a lot of my old coins, and I've been going through coin rolls. I've been doing coin roll hunting, and coin roll hunting. It's kind of like goodwill hunting, except with money. You know what I'm saying? So basically, coin roll hunting is when you go through a coin roll, like something like this, and you can find these on Amazon. I'll show you a few of them, and I did think maybe I bought this one right here, and I think we'll be able to go through that live in a second, but I'm going to finish telling you what coin roll hunting is. This one has autofocus. It's really cool. So I got this product from Amazon. It is a roll of wheat pennies. So you've got a little wheat ender right there. And on the other side, there's a silver mercury dime. Looks like it has been cleaned. I have not seen many mercury dimes look that clean. So that does worry me a little bit. But I thought this would be really cool to just kind of open this up here. And I ended up actually getting this new microscope, and I'll show you really quick what this ended up looking like. So this is from OPQPQ. This is a 4K autofocus microscope, and one of the issues that I ran into with the other microscopes is they didn't come with a remote. So this one comes with a remote. It comes with a secondary light. So you have this light right here, and then you have a light at the bottom of the microscope right here, which comes in really, really handy, I will say. Also, you gotta keep in mind that, you know, this product is pretty good, but it's not cheap. You know, it's not like, you know, super affordable, I would say. So the fact that it comes with the secondary light is nice, but the cord is less than it's about 3 feet long. It's way too short. And then you've got a USB-C in the back of this, and the cord that they give you is a plug-in USB-C. It is like comically short for the price that you're paying here. I think they really, really need to include a longer cable. Now, as you can see right here, it autofocuses, which is really, really awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right? Try to get it so you can see it. So having the microscope be able to autofocus is like a game changer. Check it out. It is more difficult when you are using like through plastic or something like that, but you know, that defeats the purpose. This is a $50, and you have this stand here. So what this stand allows you to do is pretty much move it up and down like this. So what you're able to do in this case is you're able to look at motherboards, and it does include this soldering mat. So you're able to look at motherboards, you're able to get up high, and then you're able to get down low. And you've got this huge screen. So what I wanted with this was I wanted the ability to use the remote, number one. So you can hit the remote and it's going to take a photo. So you don't have to worry about the screen shaking like with the other one because you didn't have the remote. So, you know, I would say that's pretty clutch. Now the screen, it's the camera is 4K. The screen, I'm not 100% sure about that. You know, it looks good, but when I turn it on, I can see pixels, and like on a small screen like that, you really wouldn't expect to actually see pixels. So I'm doubting the screen resolution is actually 4K. So this is not a perfect microscope. I've also been trying to plug it into my computer via the USB, and it's supposed to pop up and you're supposed to hit OK, and it's supposed to connect to your computer. Now, this could be a my computer issue, but I just want to let you guys know that the cables that they include, especially for something that you can't, like this light can't be plugged in by USB, you know, so you're probably going to end up buying a different one. The cord is way too short. The OS and the IR blaster for the remote are pretty bare bones, I would say. They're not the best, but this is an awesome product. Don't get me wrong, but I think the price is pretty high. And, you know, to add insult to injury, the cable is ridiculously short, which makes it hard to use. The remote doesn't work all that well, which makes it hard to use. The HDMI is a mini HDMI, and then they do give you a cable, but it's also ridiculously short. I mean, you're gonna need new cables if you want to use this in any meaningful way. You're going to have to buy new cables, so I don't see a point in actually including something like that, but the way the images look is great. Now, let's see if we can get this thing to focus again. Okay, so yes, you see it'll autofocus, and then it has this metal thing that you can bring down the microscope, and then if you want to bring it further down, you're going to use something like that. So, you know, I still have to test this a little further, but so far it's been about a mix, you know, like I love it, but I also am unhappy about some things, and I'm doubting my ability to actually keep it because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to use it if I have to worry about the cables and if it's not working when I plug my computer in, which could be my computer issue, but the picture quality is awesome. I can even go through and show you some of these, and I'll show you what this actually looks like. Better yet, I could probably even move it over at some point, but let's see. Okay, this is the 4K microscope, and that is what the image is looking like. So, as you can see, it really is a lot clearer and a lot better than the other one here, which was right here. So, this is going to be the 4K microscope, and this is going to be the 1080p microscope. And you get a lot more dynamic range you get a lot more zoom range. Look at that. So you can zoom on in. This is going to break apart, you know, really, really fast as soon as you try to zoom in. The 1080p one, it's just, it doesn't have the quality, unfortunately. But, you know, the image quality for this is great. It just has some flaws that I don't know if I'm going to be able to look past, but I guess I will try. And I'll see, you know, I'll see how far I make it with it. So this cable, see, it's just, the cables are so short. It's like really, really sad because this is a really nice product. It's a really nice product and it works really well. But the cables are like, you know, ridiculously short. So what else do we got here? So I'll go over this real quick. This is a book about era coins. This is going to be the Cherrypickers guide. Now, I should have looked into it a little bit more. I was looking into getting the one for pennies. That's all I was worried about because I do mostly pennies, but I also do $50. So this is going to be your era coin guide, and it's going to give you all the way to nickels till like about this date. And what it's going to do is it's going to show you all your double dies, all your eras. And this hardcover edition, it's not really broken in yet, but it has the spiral here. So let's say you've got a 1979, 1971 proof, which I have right here, actually. I have one of those right around here. I have a 2000 proof penny right here. Yeah, I did a few 2000. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it at the moment. I got way too many coins out here. But I really like wheat pennies. But yeah, so this is 1964 D. So what you would do is you would go right here, and you've got it right here, and it says 1964. It'll say like 1964 D, and you can look and see if you have the actual, where was the mint mark on this? So yeah, then you can look at this, and you can see, okay, does my mint mark look like that? And that seems to be really the only thing they're showing is a repunched mint mark. But then you have some 1968 proofs. So yeah, it doesn't really have all that much for this particular coin. But basically, you find a coin of interest, and then you look it up in this book to see if you can find it. Or you take a look at this book, and then you look for whatever's actually in the book. You can see that we have a little bit of issue focusing with the plastic there, but let's see if you can see that, if that would be a repunched mint mark. It might be, but this is a 1964 nickel, and should be in uncirculated condition, or that's at least how I purchased it. What is that getting damaged then? 1964 uncirculated era. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure if I had a. Looks like it's scratched up. That's weird. It's supposed to be kind of uncirculated. That's what I got it in, an uncirculated set. But anywho, that's no matter. Okay, so yeah, that's an awesome Cherrypickers guide. That's going to help you find coins of interest, and that's going to cover small cents. It's going to cover like the old Indian head pennies. It's going to cover all the pennies, the wheat pennies, the Jefferson, the memorial pennies up to this date right now, or at least the date that this book was published. And then you've got nickels. So I'm going to need another book, which will probably be the next copy, which will be the $50. And then I'm going to get to the coins probably in a second. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions or anything like that. I would love to answer any questions. But now I've also got these bad boys right here. These are 35 millimeters. And these are going to be what they call coin flips. So if you're going to start collecting coins, where is that going to be? Let's see. Let me see if I could get this out of the way. So if you're going to start collecting coins, you're going to need a few of these. And what I found is Amazon has a lot of selection of coin flips. What I suggest doing, they smell really good, is finding the coin that you're going to be looking up the most. And what did I buy? By $50. Yeah. So these are 31 millimeters, and I also have another one if you're interested, but this is going to be a little cardboard cutout, and then you can basically look at your coin under the microscope and then put it inside this thing. It's called a flip. And then you're going to need like a little mini stapler, and some of the packages here do come with them if you buy like an assorted one. And then you can just kind of staple it, and the film kind of gets nice and tight over the coin. And then you mark it off, whatever type of coin it is, the mint mark, the era, all that stuff. So these things are great. And I'll show you the other one really quick because I had it here listed in this carousel, so I might as well click it. Okay, so these are going to be your coin flips for your pennies, and I'll show you exactly what they look like here and how well they fit the pennies. What I found is you can use a bigger one or you can use a smaller one, but you're going to really do the best if you actually grab the correct size. So we go right here, and I'll show you what the penny looks like in there. It looks really, really nice. And I basically put 4 staples. I put the mint mark. This one right here, this penny right here is actually this one on the microscope. You can see it nice. I don't know how well the autofocus is working. Is it working? Hit the button. That's weird. Okay, yep. 1938. So this is a wheat penny. Looks like it could have a little bit of a double die, but these are really old. So it's really, really interesting. I really like the wheat pennies. They're some of my favorites. I've been collecting them for years, and I've got some really awesome ones. So now that we've spoke about that, I can get to this, is what you've all been waiting for. We've got some coins. We're going to open them up live here. We're going crazy. We're opening up coins. Cha-ching. Opening up coins, and you can purchase these right on Amazon. And I thought it would be fun to kind of take a look at these together. So first of all, we have, let me see if I can kind of bend this a little bit. Okay, perfect. So I found this on Amazon, and I was pretty surprised. So this is going to be a set of Lincoln wheat pennies. It said the last 25 years. So this is 1934 to 1958. And oddly enough, it is exactly the ones I needed because I have this that I've been working on here. And I got this on sale at a coin shop. It had a lot of the ones I didn't have in there. So I'm going to fill this one out, and this one goes up to 1940. But most of the coins here are super rare, but they're in pretty tough shape. So I thought, you know what? Let me give this one a shot. So there's a big difference between those two, and maybe I'll get into that in a second there. But so basically, the photo of this product, it really shows the pennies like they almost look brand new, which, you know, kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't 100% believe they were going to come like that, but I wanted to check it out. I wanted to at least look at it. So I'll show you the first thing I noticed is that this little cardboard right here, right? Certificate of authenticity, it says. But they're hold, right? So the coins, if they're, you know, not in the greatest condition, they could slide out. You see this one, even this one is super old, but it has a little bit of paper in the back to kind of stop the coins from just slipping out. So I thought this one was a little weird because it showed all the coins in the photo there. And then when I actually got it, that wasn't the case. So we're going to open this up and we're going to see what the heck's going on here. So let's open it up and we're going to find out together what these coins actually look like. Because I was really curious. I was like, wow, that did not look like the picture, but we'll see. Oh, okay, so we've got the bag here, and it's kind of like bagged up really weird. So it's like bagged in a bag, in a bag, in a bag. So I'm trying to open them, but I wonder why they do it like that. Okay, so as you can see, these are the bags of wheat pennies. And I see the silver one in there. It looks pretty nice. But all the other ones, I'm not so sure about. So what I'll do is kind of put these under the microscope here. And we'll pop it up a little higher. And, oh, okay, bro. Okay, so we'll get it right here. And let's see if I can't, I'll either focus on the pennies or no, I'll put my head back here. And it'll pretty much, it should work pretty well. Okay. That should be good. You guys let me know if you can see it or not. But yeah, these were, they look to be uncirculated in the first image that I saw on there, but they're definitely not, which is fine. I mean, for 20 bucks, what can you really expect, or for around there, you know? But let's see here. So let's open it up. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. So as you can see right here, we've got the 1943, and not really auto-focusing. It definitely looks like it's been cleaned. It's in pretty decent shape. It looks to be, at least. And wow, very shiny. It's very strange. Wow. I mean, this one looks brand new, but it does have like almost like a cleaned mark on it. Like it has like a cloudy type of patina on it, which is pretty strange. So now we'll take a look here. 1948. This one is in pretty rough shape too. We've got 1951. Not in bad shape. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Look at them here, and then I'll go over them. The ones that I might have been looking for is the 1944 here. So this is a 1944, and let's see. Oh yeah, you know what? These look like they've been cleaned, which is not good if you're collecting coins. They feel very cleaned. My God. They feel like they've been soaked in something, which is odd, but, so we got a 1957, we've got a 1952D, and we've got a 1940. So I pretty much had all of these already, but I was curious. I did not have this one, 1935. Yeah, they definitely have a feeling to them like they've been cleaned. I haven't seen wheat pennies that look like this. Like they're brown, but they also look clean. So my guess is they were cleaned. And that's fine as long as the package notates that. But if not, not really great. So let's see here. I'll take a look here with you. So, that's that. Nice. Wow. I don't want to focus, huh? So much for autofocus, huh? Okay. Alright, nope. Okay. Let's see, maybe I gotta turn this down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's probably the light. Okay, so yep, you see that 1943. It looks like it was like, brand new almost, which is kind of odd. But let's see what else we got. 1944, 1946, and what's this one? 1950. Okay. We got 1955 right here, and it's definitely not a double die or anything. Let's see, where's that? That one's right there. Alright, so we lost focus again, so hold on. Let me actually turn the autofocus off, and then if I hit it once, it'll autofocus, and now it'll stop. So we've got, oh, man, that's weird. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, focusing. Okay, good. I don't know if you got how well you guys can see that, but 1935, 1950. Now, I'll probably take a quick look at these before I really cast any judgment or anything like that, but 1935. Oh my god, what the heck happened to this one? Oh, they have a, oh my god, they smell like a penny for sure, but they have a, this is a 1934, and as you can see, it's been cleaned. So this is not going to be a set for collectors or anything because the coins have been cleaned, and you don't know, how they've been cleaned. But I think I will reserve my judgment, I guess. And we've got a 1940D. Okay, so what I am curious about though is this 1943 because I've never really seen one. Let's see, yeah, I've never really seen one look that nice, which is kind of odd. Let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll just bring it down. We'll try to get a better look. Why don't we? Let's investigate this penny here. Can you still see it? Probably once it focuses. Okay, so here we have the 1943, and we'll turn this up just a little bit, and you can see that patina right there, which is not, it doesn't look to me like a natural patina. There is almost like a double die on this, but you're looking at a penny that has been cleaned. Very, very strange patina on that. I have one of these. It does not look this good, but oh yeah, see, you can see the clean. You see how it's all black over there, because that's what this one looked like, and someone cleaned it, and they didn't really do a great job. Look at that. So that's unfortunate. I mean, it does look good. This is a steel penny, and I would say it might have even been a double die, because those letters look pretty thick. No, it just looks like maybe it was in good condition, but let's see here. So yeah, you can see this microscope. You can see a lot of the detail, and oh, what's going on there? Okay, so that's interesting. I'm not really thrilled with the quality of these pennies or anything like that, but it is what it is. There's a 1949S. I don't know. That's weird. It's like the autofocus, it's like moving on me. That's so weird. Can you just say? Yeah, so the autofocus doesn't work great on this thing, but it works, But see, right now, I just, I don't know if it's hitting the button or something. What's going on? Okay, so let's go plus, nope, minus. And the minus is like, you can't hit it with this light on. Oh, God. Yeah, it's kind of tough, so let's move this down. So it should be on manual focus right now, but for some reason it's having like a lot of issues. It normally doesn't. It might just be the lighting here. Let's see. Yeah, that's weird. It normally doesn't do that. Normally the autofocus actually works pretty well, so let's move a different penny there. And let's go turn the autofocus back on. Okay, so now it's working a little bit better, but not really. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's great. Okay, that's a 1940. Oh man. Yeah, the autofocus on this is a little frustrating, I'll tell you that much. So this is the 1950, which also looks kind of funky. So I think... Okay, now can I shut that off now? Oh my god. So pretty frustrating. There's absolutely no reason that it shouldn't be working right now. Maybe it's just a freak little thing here, but sadly these pennies have been cleaned. Oh, we got some pretty cool ones though. What is going on here? I never had this issue before. Okay, so at least now it knows it's focusing. I'm not sure what was going on there. So some pretty cool pennies, but they have definitely been cleaned. I'm not gonna say that none of these are worth any money or none of these are great pennies, but they're in pretty rough shape and they look like they've been through some sort of a cleaning process, which is never really good. Especially if you're going to be trying to collect coins, you do not want to clean them because, as you can see, look at that. So they left a bunch of black on these. They cleaned them, but they didn't do a great job cleaning them, which is unfortunate. So I have better looking wheat pennies than these. These look like they were, honestly, sad to say, it looks like these were picked out of like crap piles and then cleaned. As you can see, they're black, and then look at the ones that I have right here. So I have a 1928 right here. This is one of mine, and as you can see, it's also black around right there, but this is a 1938, so I guess it looks a little bit similar, but you can see that this has been cleaned because some of the black is gone, but not all of it is gone. Huh. I don't know. It's kind of difficult to say. They definitely feel very slick, and they don't feel like... Yeah, I want to go ahead and say that they've been cleaned, but it's difficult for me to say. But we do have one more that we were going to open, so let me that up. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask me questions. I'm not seeing any right now, so I'm just going to continue here. And I definitely really appreciate all you guys stopping by. My name is Greg, and I like to cover tech products, and I love helping people, and I love spreading my joy and my love of animals and technology with all of you guys. And like I said, I don't see any other messages or anything or any questions, so I'm going to keep on going here. And we're going to do the last thing. This is what they're calling an unsearched coin roll. So the thing that kind of piqued my interest about this one, the thing that kind of piqued my interest about this one was the fact that you've got a little dime right there. Oh, we'll turn that down. So you've got a little dime. So I thought that was really cool. And then you've got these wheat pennies. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these or anything like that, but oh my, So, but I would like to take a quick look at these with you, and let me see if I can't just zoom out a little bit so you can, hope I didn't knock anything over, if you can't get a better view here. Now, I would like to use this camera, but for some reason, it's having a little bit of trouble with the autofocus here, so yeah, definitely. Really strange. Okay, there we go. Autofocusing. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not on autofocus, so hold on. Yeah, it's on manual, so let's go here. So now it's on autofocus for sure. And now I should be able to turn that one down and turn this one down too. Yep. Okay, so did it just go back to autofocus? That's weird, huh? That's what I'm saying. This thing's a little funky. It's like, what the heck? What the heck just happened? Put it back on 4K. Let's go here. Okay, so it should be on autofocus now. It just keeps turning off. That is so weird. It might be this thing might actually be pressing a button or something, because I did hit it, you know, kind of tight. So let's see now. Maybe it was just kind of pressing there. So, oh my, I'm so sorry, guys. A little tired tonight. So this is supposed to be an unsearched wheat roll here. And should be pretty cool. The silver is a little reflective here, so let's actually go ahead and just open this up, and I'm going to raise this up just a little bit higher so we can see. Okay, so yep, that's that stupid cable, man. It's so short, the cable on this. It's like, wow. How could they do that, you know? How could they make a blunder that big? Okay, so hopefully this battery will last, so I can blast through this roll really quick. So this is 50 cent in pennies. We've got some wheat pennies right there, and we've got the silver right there. So let's open it up, and we'll try not to get these mixed up at all. Okay, so first things first, we will take a look at this right here. So here we go. This is a 1945. Pretty cool. And it seems to be in really good shape. Definitely cleaned. I've never seen a mercury dime look that clean. Okay, so we're not all focusing. No. So as you can see, it looks really clean. 1945. We've got the designer's initials right there. And you've got the "In God We Trust" right there. Looks like could possibly be a double die. The "In God We Trust" is, wow, holy crap. That is a double die, huh? Kind of hard for me to see, but I don't want to take that down again. Let's just move on really quick because it's getting a little late. Let's see what dates we've got for the wheat cents here. We'll go through a couple of them. We've got a 1950D. We've got a 1950P. Nice. We've got a 1956D. So how's that focus there? here. 1944, 1951. Okay, we've got a 1953, so they're basically all 50s, it seems like. Okay, spoke too soon, 1945, right here. Same deal with these ones. They have a, not sure if they've been cleaned or not, but 19, maybe not. Okay, 1953. That one looks like it's riding the double die line. So we might actually have a few double dies in this roll here, which I wouldn't be surprised. But the wheat pennies are kind of hard to tell. We've got a 56. We've got a 1950 again, yeah, so that's going to be the majority. 1940. This one also looks like it could maybe be a double die. 1949, no, that's a 49. Okay, we've got 1946. Okay. 1950, so it seems like a majority are going to be 1950. 1950 again. Oh shit, look at that. Oh, excuse my language, I'm sorry. Oh shoot, I got an Indian head. I never got one of those before. Wow, 1906. That's pretty cool. Hey, that's not bad, huh? Got a little Indian head penny. 1906, that's officially the oldest penny I've ever gotten. Okay, let's see if we can't. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let me go over here. Let me actually record this really quick and I'll focus. Okay, so yeah, we got a nice Indian head penny right there. Hopefully I didn't just get bonked off there. Okay, so yeah, that is a nice, pretty nice quality there, Indian head penny. Not bad. It is a 1906. I've never got one of those before, so that's really cool. But I also don't usually. We've got a 1955. Let's take a look here. Make sure that ain't no double die. No. Nope. Not a double die. We'll put it there. We'll try to keep it a little bit low so we can actually see. Okay. And we've got a 1950. What is that? 1950. Another 1950. I'm not going to get too excited. 1952. See if we get any other rare ones here. 1949 again. We've got a 1956. And man, I really wish the autofocus would stay on. Oh no, this is the 1950D. Okay. 1953. I already have that. Okay, we got another 1950, unfortunately. But you never know. Okay, so now we're getting to some 1950s again. 1950 again. Okay. 1953. 1953D. Okay. I'm gonna just have it focused down here because I'm not liking the autofocus here. So we've got a 1949 again, and then we've got a 1950D again, and we've got 1950D again, 1956D again. Okay, 1950D again, 1953, it looks like a D again. Okay, so it's mostly 1950s and 1940, there's a 1940. There's another 1955. Let's just check that, make sure it's not a double die. Oh, that scared me for a second. Oh, looks like we died there. I don't know if the battery died or what. It'd be nice if the cable wasn't so short. Oh man, it's aggravating, huh? Okay, so we'll just grab our own cable and we'll plug it in here. Let's see. Oh, can't put it in that one. Okay. Sorry, guys. You know what? Maybe I'll just charge it up because it's getting a little bit late, and I'll tell you what these other ones are. How about that? We've got a 1948 regular schmegular. We've got a 1951. There's a nice change, and it looks like a little off-center strike, actually. So that would be a cool one to check out. We've got another 1951. This one looks like an overstrike. It's got, you can really feel the rims of the coin there, which is pretty cool. Okay, we've got, oh, what is that? 1950 again, but this one's slightly damaged. Okay, 1953. Okay, 1945. Nope, 48. 1948. Okay. 1950D again. Okay. 1953. This one looks like it's been dinged up a little bit. Okay, we got a 1947, which is got some really cool toning on it. Right there. I know you probably can't see it, but this one actually had some pretty interesting toning. I wonder what went on with this one. Pretty interesting. Okay, 1945. The numbers look a little thick. 1950 again. So yeah, mostly 1950. Another 1945. 1952. 1953. So yeah, we've got this pretty cool, in pretty good condition here. We've got this mercury dime, and I'm gonna check it here on the other microscope to see. And it says, "In God we trust," which is pretty strange, I would say, because does look like the "In God" is actually a double die, but because the coin looks like it's been cleaned, it's kind of hard to tell. This is a really beautiful coin, the mercury dime, but I've never seen one like clean like this, so that is pretty cool. But the "In God we trust" part, I don't know. I've never seen it look like that. It almost looks like I've never actually seen it up close like that, so I'm going to actually, with my older microscope, because the cable not that long, because I've never seen the dime look clean like that. But yeah, I'll take a couple photos. So looks like the old microscope actually saved the day here, because the other one is the battery's dead. So it's a really nice mercury dime, but you know, for the price, I'd expect at least one really good condition coin. And the lettering looks fairly normal. Actually, yeah, maybe the lettering is just thick on some of these, but it's in really good condition. I'm not complaining about the mercury dime. And I really think the Indian head penny that I got is pretty cool too. In this roll here, so it's a 1906. Just checking it out. It's got some dirt around the lettering, which really leads me to believe that the rest of the coin might have been that dirty, but maybe not. Maybe this coin hasn't been cleaned. So that would be really nice. I don't really know enough about these Indian head pennies, but this one's in pretty good shape. Okay, And the ones that came in this other package, yeah, they just have a totally different feel. These, so the first ones here, I'm not sure if it's the same manufacturer. So I would have a little comparison here, right, really quick. I would say like the ones that came in this calendar thing right here, pretty bad. They feel like I don't know. They all kind of have that feeling. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna reserve judgment, but they're just, they just what needs to happen is the manufacturer of this product. They need to put pictures, of the coins and what they actually look like. Because they shouldn't put the coins that look brand new and you're buying this thinking you're gonna get this, and then you get a bag of pennies and they are like weird feeling and they are not in good condition. I just think I like the coin roll better. So if I was to choose, I would definitely get something like this. Maybe again, I don't know how many I would buy. Maybe one. It's interesting. It's mostly 1950 pennies. But like I said, I did get that one Indian head in there, which is kind of strange, to be honest, if you're thinking about it, because it's all 1950s except for those two little other ones. So what I'll do quick is I'll just grab a magnet here. Okay, yep, okay, cool. So I just got a magnet just to check if this steel penny is magnetized, and it is. And that patina, I think it looks pretty cool. But I'm guessing, my guess is that it was cleaned, and that's why it looks like that, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a numismatist yet. Maybe someday I will be. But that's really all I've got for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Greg with PizzlesTechTime. I've got to wake up and go deliver packages tomorrow in the college area of Cambridge, Massachusetts. So I got to wake up really early. So I'm going to get going. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace. Okay. So I ended the live stream there. And now I'm going to end it on YouTube, but I know you're still here. So if you stuck around for this stream, I really appreciate it. It actually did extremely well on Amazon. We've got 135 views. We had 3 messages. We had 51 product clicks. Wow. Holy crap. So that's pretty cool. That is awesome. So that was probably one of the more successful ones that I've had, and I did want to have Carolyn in there with me, but unfortunately, she was busy. She cooked dinner. She went to work today, so she didn't really have time to fart around with me. Although I would have loved if she would have joined. She's been very busy, being a good girl. And that's about it. It's 5 minutes past my bedtime, guys. So I will have to most likely update the stream there because like the first 10 minutes I was thinking I was live, but I wasn't. So I'm going to have to fix that. So getting into coins here a little bit, but more or less as more of a little hobby here. And what I'm going to do is find the era coins, and then I'll probably sell those on an online shop. And if I do well enough at this, I don't see why I couldn't open my own coin store someday. Maybe I could do photo and video at the shop. Maybe I could have a studio next door. A lot of this stuff goes hand in hand. Coins, photo and video, tech products. I really do enjoy it. I would really love to do anything like other than like breaking my back every day. But, I'm happy to be where I'm at right now, and I've got some really, really fun stuff lined up, and I'm really excited for the future. We've got to get there, guys. This is a time tough for the surgeries, for the money in the pocketbook for everyone. It's a tough time. But I'm going to get this retainer out. I'll be happy to talk again. I may not be rich, but it'll be fun. And I hope you guys will join me there. My name is Greg with PizzlesTechTime. And until next time, I'm out. Peace. Peace.